Hey, what's going on? James and Jay Kramer Fitness. Today, we're going to answer this question. Is pure protein good? I did an article on my website. I'll have the link down below. I discuss some things that can help you make you be a better informed purchaser of protein powders. So today in this question or answer examining is pure protein good, I'm going to go ahead and discuss the following items. Is pure protein good for weight loss? Is pure protein good for building muscle? Is pure protein third-party tested? Does pure protein amino spike? Is pure protein gluten-free? Does pure protein use high-quality protein? And finally, is pure protein good, to wrap up the whole entire section here? I did do an in-depth review on this protein powder, and I'll have the link down below as well. I should have a video up shortly discussing what I found in my review of the protein powder, and I found out to be very subpar and very questionable if you want to go ahead and purchase this budget price protein. So both of the links will be down below if you want to go ahead and take a read. However, let's go ahead and get into answering the question. This first question: is pure protein good for weight loss? As shared, I'm a firm believer that pure protein is good for weight loss. Here's why. I've been using this protein for a couple of weeks. Every time that I've used it, I've always felt full drinking this protein powder. There are no slow digesting proteins in it, no casein. However, I feel the reason why that pure protein is better suited as a weight loss protein, more so better than a post-workout protein, is that there is an above average amount of fats that will help delay or slow down digestion. The amount of total fats in this protein powder is 2.5 grams. So instead of the normal 45 to 60 minutes digestion window with whey protein concentrate and whey protein isolate, pure protein powder could be digested up to 2 hours, making a solid choice as an anytime protein shake or mixing in with your yogurt or other foods to keep you full longer. If you are looking for research examining how much protein you should take, I'll have that link down below as well. Research suggests that you should be consuming about 0.6 grams per pound of body weight or protein to help you lose weight. Individuals who use that recommendation over 6 months tend to lose more weight by just using 0.6 grams per pound of body weight as you are in a calorie deficit. However, if you do use pure protein, it is suggested that you should only take 1 to 2 times daily. If you're looking for other foods that will help you keep full while dieting and being in a calorie deficit, I actually have a list of foods that will keep you satiated. Ironically enough, protein powders are not very satiating at all. I will have the link down below, the best way to use protein powder for weight loss. And then I will actually have a list of foods that are highly satiating and, may not make you feel like you're dying when dieting. Let's go ahead and examine, is pure protein third-party tested? The label is here. There is no certification that this protein is third-party certified. This is going to matter for when we start talking about the amino acid profile, but looking on the website, no third-party certification agency, so it's very possible that these supplement facts could have up to 20% error on them in reporting. So what is potentially 25 grams of protein could most likely be, a fifth lower. So you may be looking at 20 grams of protein per serving. And this actually brings me to my next point. Does pure protein amino spike? Pure protein does amino spike their protein powders. You will see that there are 2 sets of graphs. One is a typical amino acid profile. I gave the company props for that. And then 2, the other one is called each serving container contains over 5 grams of the following BCAAs from protein. So there's a discrepancy between the two. And the big amino acid that helps muscle protein synthesis is leucine. On the BCAAs from protein per serving, 2.3 grams. However, you examine the amino acid profile, 2.6666. So that is a big discrepancy there. So what that tells me is that there's been added aminos into this protein powder. And then on top of that, you factor in the lacking of a third-party certification agency. So it's very possible, tops, you are only getting 20 grams of protein. If this was certified, I don't think you would be having this conversation about the amino acid profile and proteins per serving for BCAAs. However, it is worth noting that due to this discrepancy, this is most definitely spiked. I discussed in my review of pure protein powder, using the information that we know, leucine naturally occurs in protein powders on average 10 to 11%. Based off of 25 grams of protein, the leucine content should be between 2.5 to 2.75 grams. However, that isn't the case. So, this is going to segue a little bit later into the review if pure protein is using high quality protein. If you haven't figured it out yet, they're not. However, this is a spiked protein powder. Is pure protein good for building muscle? I always quote a research study. That research study is always saying that post-workout, you need to hit 25 grams, up to 3 grams of leucine post-workout. Doing the math, you should be taking about 1.5 scoops. If we're guessing that, then I guess, well, technically we're speculating this is a spiked protein. The leucine content is probably going to be a little bit too low. So what's going to happen if you do that 1.5 scoops post workout, you most definitely overshoot the 25 grams of protein. It might be closer to 30 grams. And then of course you'll be well over the 3 grams of leucine. However, this protein is not good for building muscle due to the inferior protein type being used or being sourced. And of course, at the same time, this is an amino spike protein. When you buy a budget price protein, you're going to have some issues. Most of the time, these budget price proteins source their proteins internationally, and they manufacture them here. There is no denying that this is a budget price protein. However, this is not efficient at stimulating muscle protein synthesis. If you're someone who is looking for a gluten-free option, you probably noticed that there are two statements saying that this protein powder is gluten-free, and this begs the question, is pure protein gluten-free? And unfortunately, you have to look at it this way. The formulation of the protein powder is gluten-free, but you have to read the small print. The small print says, made in a facility that also processes peanuts, tree nuts, egg, wheat, sesame, shellfish, and fish. So there is a possible cross-contamination of allergens, and it's made in a facility that is actually manufacture all these other allergens or allergic reaction possibilities. So if that is being made, if those products are being made in that facility, it's very possible that gluten is floating around in there. Pure protein offers a gluten-free formulation. However, it's made in a facility with other potential allergens. So bringing me to my next point of discussion is, does pure protein use high quality protein? I hinted at this at the beginning of the video. There's no third-party certification. The amino acid profile shows that it's spiked. Pure protein is not good at building muscle. Pure protein does not use high quality protein. We already figured that out, as I shared. Lack of third-party certification and the amino acid profile and BCAAs per serving do not match up. What is unique though is that there is no indication on the pure protein powder label nor on the website saying made with internationally sourced ingredients. The only indicator is when you want to know for questions or calls, there's a little wording play here saying carefully manufactured. Well, that's kind of unique because as you see behind me, I do this a lot, review protein powders. So usually you will see a flag on there. I think Dymatize has it on theirs. I'll show you as such there. I'll flash a picture of something else on the screen. Made in the USA from domestic and international ingredients. Proper, transparent labels will actually share that information. So, because we know it's an inferior protein, it's protein spiked, and there's no third-party certification, what did I do? The one thing that introverts hate doing, that I called the manufacturer. So of course, I spoke with Luke at 1440 Foods Company, the company that manufactures or is the parent who sells this protein powder, pure protein. Luke had some choice information to share with me because I did ask if pure protein is internationally sourced. He did share that the protein powder is manufactured in stateside. However, if the product is manufactured in Canada, the product will be shared as manufactured in Canada. However, due to the extensive nature of ingredients, we do not have a complete list of where the ingredients are sourced. So that's your answer right there. It was a non-answer answer. So a lot of times with these budget price protein powders, they always share that the protein powder is internationally sourced. Unfortunately, pure protein is not a transparent label. Wrapping up this video here, we need to ask you the question, is pure protein good? That's going to be totally dependent on your goals. As you know, buying a budget price protein powder means that you're sacrificing some quality items along the way. Third-party certification, simple ingredient list, label transparency. Those are the three things that you want to have. And then if the fourth, you want to have an amino acid profile, just so that the protein powder isn't amino spiked. However, it is actually advertised that you can use pure protein any time of the day. As such right here, as it states, immediately after workout, with meals, in between meals. In my professional experience, someone who's a registered nutritionist and a certified sports supplementation specialist, pure protein would be fantastic for with meals and in between meals. And at the same time, I've been using this protein powder for 2 weeks. This thing will keep your stomach full because of a little bit higher than average fat content. So I think this is going to be a fantastic protein if you want to go ahead and be in a calorie deficit and meet your weight loss goals. However, I would not use pure protein immediately after an exercise. As we learned that earlier in this video, it's amino spiked. It takes 1.5 scoops to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. Plus, if you use my 1.5 scoops recommendation, $28 for only 15 servings, that's not a good ROI. But to answer fully, is pure protein good? It totally depends on your health and fitness goals. If you're looking for a budget price protein option, this is gonna most definitely keep you full until your next meal. Or if you're someone who just eats breakfast, high protein breakfast, adding a scoop with this will help keep you full longer. And then if you just want to do a quick lunch, do a protein shake, 1.5 scoops. Of course, it's going to help with your daily intake of protein. And then, of course, with the high satiety of this protein powder, it could help you lose weight. Pure protein could be a good choice for you. However, if you're worried about the potential gluten contamination, lack of transparency and quality, you're going to be looking somewhere else. By all means, I already shared 2 budget price brands. Dymatize is a good one that you can purchase in store. Optim Nutrition's another good one in the store. Both those companies offer an amino acid profile. Both of them are certified by a third party, well within your budget. So what do you think? Have you used pure protein, and do you agree with my assessment if pure protein is good? Comment below, let me know. Thanks for watching. Make it a great day.